As of 2018, roughly 50% of the 400,000 people residing in the Amazon jungle city of Iquitos, Peru, are living in extreme poverty. Out of these numbers lie a large amount of children that are fighting to survive in the harsh, heartless streets.
In light of this reality, we at Kings and Queens International are combating child abandonment. We're seeking to break that cycle of families abandoning their kids over and over again, and we're making a difference, one child at a time. Due to poverty, a devastating epidemic of street children in Peru is a rampant social issue.
In such cases of poverty, there are few reasons for child abandonment, such as a mother cannot provide for her children, or the male figure does not want another man's child in his home. Typically, as a result, the oldest child, mostly boys aged 6 to 10, is forced out of his home and to the streets, doing whatever he can to survive. If he does not find work, he ends up stealing food or items to sell for food. If the child is caught, he is brutally punished and at times tortured by authorities. It is also common for these children to give themselves over to prostitution and turn to narcotics to numb the pain. They may go into hiding, but hunger drives them out to repeat these patterns over and over again.
While these children are seen as the lowliest in their society, to God they are treasured, valued, and deeply loved. Our name, Kings and Queens International, says who these kids are in Christ, heirs of the kingdom of heaven and royalty in the eyes of God. James 2 says, "Has not God chosen those who are poor in the world to be rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom, which he's promised to those who love him?" Our vision at Kings and Queens International is to establish child abandonment prevention centers, which partner with local evangelical churches and seek out children working and living in the streets, providing feeding programs, after-school activities, tutoring, and mentorship, while also targeting where it all begins, the parents. These centers assist families in providing discipleship, biblical counseling, job skill training, and more.
Through our church plant, Divine Grace Evangelical Christian Church, we opened a transition home for abandoned boys in college and a child abandonment prevention center. The home houses 13 young men and provides them with resources through our sponsorship program. They receive an education, room and board, health care, and the support of Christian workers in hopes they will be equipped to be leaders and break the cycles of poverty and abandonment in their future families and community. These young men serve the church and center, reaching out to children just like them who are at risk for being abandoned. We developed a strategic plan and have identified a property for our future headquarters. This property will consist of dormitories, classrooms for job training and further education, a commercial-grade kitchen, as well as a multi-purpose room for church gatherings and medical clinics. It will also consist of a soccer field and therapeutic swimming pool. So, in order to make this a reality, we have a crucial need of $300,000 in order to purchase the land and build the headquarters.
So we're calling this project J25, which comes from James 2:5. God chose those who are poor in the world to be rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom, which he's promised to those who love him. And that's what we're praying this place will be, a place where disciples will be made and heirs of the kingdom.
Here's what you can do.
First, you can pray. We know that none of this is possible without the amazing power of prayer. We're expecting God to show up in big ways, so you can pray for this project.
Second, you can go. Come alongside us and join us for a trip to Peru and see what God is doing.
Support. You can give on a monthly recurring basis to help operate our headquarters and reach more families in the community.
Give. To sponsor this project, follow the link below to our website.
We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and all of your gifts are tax deductible.
So join us in our efforts to make a difference, one child at a time.